Welcome back to The Source. I was talking with our guest, retired Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Halevi. He used to be with the Israeli Defense Forces on the counterterrorism file. And it dawned on me, Jonathan, that you are really in North America the only TV commentator who knows Arabic, goes and finds the real news from cell phone cameras, from YouTube, from Facebook, and brings it to our viewers. I can't think of any other network in Canada or the United States that does it. Do you know anyone else who does what you do?
I think in Israel there is.
Well, sure, in Israel, and maybe in Europe. But that's what I value so much, because you don't just find the BS news that's in English, that's half of which is propaganda. You go and find terrifying stuff said in Arabic, and I'm fascinated by it.
That's what the Israeli intelligence is doing all the time, which means not only to rely on regular sources, to use all available sources to understand the whole picture on the other side.
And that's what you
really
did.
Important.
That's what you did with the IDF, really, the Israel Defense Forces.
Yes.
I can imagine. I mean, then it wasn't just about news. It was about spotting terrorists and catching them before they actually act. So it wasn't just for entertainment value. It was life or death.
No, not at all. But also to understand the mindset of the other side. It's so important to read all this stuff and to get into the mind of the other side.
Well, thank you for doing that. Let's go to something that I just saw the pictures during a few minutes ago. A summer camp for boys in Gaza, which is run by Hamas. You got some pictures. Let's look at them right now. How old are these boys?
Between
teenagers?
13 to 18.
13 to 18.
Yes.
And this is in Gaza right
yes.
now. And who is running this summer camp?
These summer camps are run by Hamas government. 50,000 people, children, youngsters, are taking part in these summer camps.
50,000. Now there's a fella jumping through fire. So, but these are not circus acrobatics. This is not just for sport. This is practicing being terrorists.
They have entertainment activities like soccer, basketball, etc., and also paramilitary training.
What's this picture here?
This is a training, shooting exercise.
This is shooting?
Yes.
And what kind of gun is he using? I guess
small arms. Basically the AK, the Kalashnikov.
AK-47. Let's see the next photo. Now that's obviously not a small arms fire. That's a big detonation.
Explosive charge. Yes.
Now there's a little bit of Arabic at the bottom of the screen there. Can you make?
Yes. These pictures were taken by Hamas official website.
So this is they're boasting about. This is not hidden or secret. This is the government of Gaza, the Hamas government.
Yes.
What's the next image there? So these are AK-47s.
Yes.
There's a kid blindfolded, so they're teaching him how to
assemble. Yes, and to assemble the blindfolded the AK-47.
Now these kids look young. I mean, that looks like a kid who should be, you know, in Boy Scouts
middle school. Middle school.
Middle school. So that's like junior high, like what, grade 8 kind of thing.
Grade 9. Hamas has open activities and free activities inside school, from middle schools to high schools.
In school?
In school, even in UNRWA school.
UNRWA, that's the United Nations Refugee. Canada supports that, right?
Yes.
And what's that flag there?
This is Al Qassam official flag.
What does Al Qassam mean?
Al Qassam, the Al Qassam Brigades, the official terrorist arm of Hamas.
So is that listed on the U.S. or the Canadian
and EU?
So that's a banned terrorist organization using Hamas government dollars, 50,000 kids training how to be terrorists.
Yes.
And these programs are running in UN-sponsored schools. Is that what you said?
No. What I'm saying that the inside UNRWA school, there is an open and free activities of Hamas along every day of the year. They recruiting children into Hamas, and then years later, it is the same pattern. They are recruited to Al Qassam brigades. They can find them in terrorist attacks against Israel.
I would want to talk the whole segment about this, but you've brought some more. Let's go to a video that you found online from Latakia, which is a city on the coast of Syria. Tell us what we're looking at here. This looks like it's a handheld, you know, TV. Tell me what this is.
The Syrian army 2 days ago in Latakia held a very huge offensive against some pockets of resistance inside the city, mainly in the neighborhoods, the Sunni neighborhoods of Latakia, And in one place, it was a Palestinian refugee camp, Al-Ramal, in Latakia. About 34 people were killed in this operation. The Syrian government accused Islamists who taking part in the resistance in attacking the Syrian groups. It's the Syrian army, and from the other side, they're saying that they are shooting civilians intentionally.
How bad are things in Syria for Bashar Assad? How shaky is he? How's this affecting relations with, say, Turkey?
The relations with Turkey are very tense, and Turkey is doing right now a new assessment regarding the relations with Syria, and we can expect in the next week an announcement, official announcement, to be made by the government. It will be for the first time the Turkish government will call for officially to Assad to step down. And
that would be powerful for a fellow Muslim state to do so. We have one more video clip that you brought. Let's show it right now. And you found this. You found this on YouTube or
yes.
Facebook, or let's look at the next clip. Who are these women? What are they saying, and why are their faces covered?
This video is very unique. It's the opposition inside. They present themselves as an Alawite women, which means the sect on which the Assad regime is relying on, the Alawite.
So Alawite is like a kind of Arab. It's like a clan or a tribe?
It's not a tribe. It's a part. It's close to the Shiites. Okay. Alawites close to the Shiites.
Okay.
And they call Assad to step down.
Their own denomination fella.
Yes, and they support the revolution against the regime and call Assad to step down, and they support the cooperation with the Sunnis. We don't know if they are really Alawite or not, but we see more and more defectors moving to the opposition. And right now, the situation is very critical for the Assad regime, and some also in Israel think that his day is the time is running out for the Assad regime.
I tell you, looking at your videos, it feels that way. Lieutenant Colonel, retired Jonathan Halevi, thank you for being here. I love what you do. No spin, just the facts. Facts you will not get anywhere else in North America. Thanks for being here.